Hey everyone, Scott here to talk about Aperture and flags. So flags is kind of like it's like my kitchen sink tool. I use it for a lot of different reasons, all usually transitory. And as I was going through this set of images here, I found a use for flags that I thought I'd share with you today. So what I have here is a sequence of images from a spot in San Diego called Balboa Park. It's a nice reflecting pool, nice building here. When I take pictures of architecture, I generally like just the architecture. I have nothing against people, but they tend to be distractions in the shot. And so what I've done here is taken a whole bunch of different pictures, and you can see people moving in and out of the frame. And the idea here is I want to go through these and find shots where the parts in the architecture are person-free, and then blend all those together. And I'll use flags to help me keep track of what shots I want to include and what I don't. So I'm going to zoom in here and just give you an idea of what's going on. So I'm looking at these three arches in the building, and if I look through looking for shots where the arches are clear, that one's pretty good for the left. Let's take a look. This one's even better. I've got both of those, so I'm going to flag that using the slash key. So we can see our flag is put up there. Now let's look about this right side. That one's pretty good. Let me flag that. And it looks like I'm going to have to do a little clone and stamp work for this middle section. I might use this one as well, flag that, to take care of the plants and the edges of the archways, and then I'll have a pretty simple clone job there to take care of this one person that would remain. So you get the idea. Go through the images, and I can do the same thing, worrying about this side of where people are, and the same thing over here. And eventually I'll have a set of flagged images that I would bring into a layering tool to go and mask out the people and just be left with the subject of the shot. So the last step in this would be I'll look at just my flagged images, so now I have exactly what I want, select them all, and then go bring them into a plugin. I use Perfect Layers. You can use Photoshop, you can use GIMP, anything that does layering for you. And that's one way that I use flags. Hope you found that interesting, and if you want to stick around, I'll show you a little bit of the technique for masking out the people. So I've brought the flagged images into a layering tool. This is On1's Perfect Layers, but any layering tool will work, GIMP or Photoshop, whatever you prefer. And the technique is very straightforward. You look at the different layers you have above and below your images, and you find spots where you can have people, removed, essentially masked out. So here I can see on this third arch, I've got people that are there, and then the next shot they were moving and disappeared. So I'll just grab a masking brush and just take those folks out of the picture. And I think this person also moved away. Now something you have to be careful of when you use the technique is watch for things like reflections. The person in the water, you can see there's some reflections of their clothing. Oops. So if you were to mask that person away, you might also want to take care of some of the reflection areas. The same would go true for someone walking and let's see over here, you've got a shadow on the sidewalk or on the grass, taking care of that as well. So you can repeat this as often as is necessary to get rid of any of the distractions that you want when you've got a dynamic set of people moving through a frame. And if you're curious, this is what I ended up with. Obviously some stylization here as well, but the folks walking around on the sides are gone, and I kept one small family there as a sense of scale. And once you're all finished, the last bit I would do is I get all the flagged images, highlight them, and I'll turn off the flag because I'm done with that set of processing. So there we go. Hope you found this useful. Thanks again.